Well, here we are out on the Commando. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, and here we are on the bike. So we pick that up, but wonderful scenery here in the Peak District. Just a great place to get on your bike and go for a ride. Fantastic. So, how are we doing? Well, you know what? I have to report, I have to admit that I haven't done much, virtually nothing to the Commando this winter. Now, I should have done. It needs servicing. I haven't given it a full service since I rebuilt it, a couple of years ago now, probably. I can't remember. And I just didn't have time. I've been doing, it's been locked down. I've had a massive DIY things, you know how it is. And then also I had to do major work on one of my other bikes, on the Trident, my T150, and I had to half rebuild that because I had a gearbox problem. And I'm afraid, I kept saying I'll get round to the Norton, and of course now it's well, in fact it's May now. It's the 2nd of May today, and I still haven't got around to it. But it does, I do need to give it a service. But I thought it's such a great day, and you know what, and the bike's going really well, considering I haven't touched it. I haven't adjusted the rear chain. The oil desperately needs changing. I've not checked things, but it's going so well. I'm really chuffed. Just soaking up the atmosphere a bit, soaking up the sun. Oh, yeah. I've got 4 pairs of trousers on. Yeah, 4. And my legs are still cold. So it's nice to sit in that sun. Anyway, time for a bacon sandwich and a coffee. What more could you ask for? Didn't go well. Sorry?
I say our last goes everywhere with trainer shot.
See you again. Right, back from the ride now. Great ride, really great ride, and all kind of good. But I do have a problem. is something not quite right with the clutch. You know, it's I can feel it, you know, doesn't feel quite right, and suddenly I can't get neutral from standstill. The gearbox has been great, it's just been sneaking in neutral at standstill, no problem whatsoever, and suddenly, you know, it stops. I can feel that the gear lever, you know, feels the clutch lever feels different, you know. So like I say, it's way overdue for a full service, so I'm going to do that, and I'll take the primary chain case cover off and the outer gearbox cover, I think, and just something's loose. I don't know if the clutch has come loose or whatever on the main shaft. I really don't know, but I'll at some point I'll give it a go and do that. When I say at some point, I'm in the middle of rebuilding another engine at the moment, so I've got to finish that, which will take a bit of time, and then I'll get back. I really must do some work on this, but anyway, it was a great ride today, brilliant ride. And I mean, oil pressure, you probably saw that, you know, nice oil pressure. Obviously it drops, you know, as it gets hot, but then when it's really hot, you get about 45 pounds at 3,000 revs. Great. As long as there's oil pressure, that's the main thing. That's why I fitted the gauge. I don't want to really know what the oil pressure is, it's just I want to know that I've got oil pressure. And and I couldn't really find anywhere that would just give me a light. All I really wanted was a light to say, you know, a warning light. But the easiest option was to actually fit a gauge. So that's what I've done. And it's nice to just look down and just check what you've got now and again. At startup, you probably didn't see that, but at first startup it goes right off the gauge. What does it go up to? It goes up to 60. So it goes, you know, I don't know what pressure it is on cold startup, but you know, it goes off the scale and then quickly settles to around 50-ish, and then about 45 at 3,000 revs for the rest of the ride. So that's good. Yeah, all good, but yeah, something not right with the clutch. You know, you can feel it. It's a bit, you know, suddenly it's a bit, you know, just doesn't feel right on the lever, and I can't get neutral. So well, but fantastic ride.